Hey guys, Terry Wygal, the Quick House Buyer here, and I'm here for lesson 3 of the lease option training that I'm going through. And today I want to talk to you about weasel clauses and, you know, some of the things that are taught out there and some of the, ways of going about it that really, it puts a bad light on real estate investors. What's a weasel clause? Well, a weasel clause basically is a clause that allows you to get out of a contract as long as the terms and conditions aren't met. The problem is that a lot of the training that's out there give you clauses that, you know, it just looks bad, subject to business associate or partner's approval. Well, you know what? If you've got a legitimate business partner, that's fantastic. If you're going back and saying, well, my kid decided that the deal wouldn't be good for us, Daddy, and therefore we're going to back out of the contract, that's not good. If you put hidden things throughout the contract that give you a timeline and a time date that you're not clearly explaining, you know, again, it's how it ends up looking on you, the buyer. Because remember, a lot of times we're dealing with sellers facing foreclosures. They have a limited amount of time. And you know what? If all of a sudden at the day of closing you just back out completely out of the contract because of some little obscure clause, like the cat didn't walk around the bathtub 3 times before sitting down, you know, that makes us all look bad. So I'm going to share with you a clause today that is very upfront. I mean, it's very, very clearly written in there. Not only that, it's 100% legal. It's in the Texas promulgated contract. That means it's gone through all the lawyers and everything else, and it's the good old option clause. Look, guys, if you use this clause appropriately, you don't have to use any other games or gimmicks or whatever else. You have a specific negotiated set of days that you can remove yourself from the contract without any further obligation. Period. It ends, it overs. You have to give a nominal monetary consideration. It does need to be monetary, but again, it's a nominal amount. It's whatever you and the seller agree upon. Naturally, from your side, you want it to be as low as possible, and most of the time, the sellers have no problem with it as long as you present it appropriately. And that's the cool thing about having an option period, is that if you mess up, if you look at the repairs wrong, if you can't find a buyer, if you can't or don't do the things that you didn't do your due diligence, and all of a sudden something comes up, give yourself enough time in that option period, you can walk away from the deal 100% legit, and it's all in there, and you don't come away looking like a yahoo. Look, you know, I work with a lot of real estate agents. I work with a lot of real estate investors, and the one thing that always bothered me in dealing with some of the sellers is when you're talking to a seller and they're, like I said, facing foreclosure, and they've got a limited amount of time, and all of a sudden, you know, you're getting them under contract for 90 days, 120 days. Guess what? They don't have that. And if they do happen to have that amount of time and you take them to that limit, that's not good. So there are ways to use options, there are ways to use clauses that can give you leverage, but at the same time be beneficial for the seller. It makes it a win-win. And a lot of times if you're out there helping a seller, even if you can't help them completely, in other words, they're just a lost cause, there's not a deal to be had, but yet you put yourself above board there, you know what? There's a good chance that that seller knows somebody else as well who might be facing the same predicament. And if that's the case, then, you know, they could just refer them straight to you. Now, this clause, it's real simple, it's real easy. I can't really explain it over on the video. So go to my website at thequickhousebuyer.com/blog. thequickhousebuyer.com/blog. It's probably right here in the description. Just click on the link, go take a look at it. That's at thequickhousebuyer.com/blog. Look for Lesson 3 on lease options. It's kind of an ongoing series that I have right now, and I'm giving it to you absolutely free. Don't worry, nothing for sale. You don't have to opt in, anything like that. It's just right there. Hope you enjoy it. It's a very cool little clause, and I use it in almost every single transaction that I do. Talk to you soon. Till the next lesson. Bye-bye.